Okay, go ahead, try it. One more time. Okay. All right, first generation Honda CRV, 1999. Okay, you know when you go to start it, if you're having this problem and it just gives you that machine gun sound, you know, ta 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 ta. It's not just the one click, but it's the rattle, ta 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 ta. What's usually going on is you have a low battery. That's usually the problem. So, step one, process of elimination, go get your battery checked. Pull it out if you have to because the car won't start. Take it over to AutoZone or one of your local auto parts places. Have them test it out. If the battery test out okay, great, put it back in. If it's low for some reason, if it's low and it's a fairly new battery, maybe your alternator is not charging it. There might be the problem. But if you can rule out the battery, if the battery's good, then put it back in. Odds are the problem is going to be your cables. Either the terminal up at the battery or the cable, something's corroded, something's gone bad, and it's not getting enough power from your battery to your starter, which is down. We can picture it, it's right down below there. But that's probably your problem. So go ahead and replace your negative cable, and that's about a 15-inch one that I got at the local hardware, AutoZone rather, not hardware, AutoZone. 15-inch, and the other one the positive goes down, attaches to the starter, it bolts on, and then we have a couple of their auxiliary. We have a little fuse box with some relays, and that's this one. I tied it in up here with a little arm that came out, and then this particular one for this set of fuses and relays, I brought it up and I just crimped on another clamp there and attached them all to the positive. So odds are, if that's what's going on, you know, in other words, it doesn't kick over, it just gives you the machine gun rattle, it's either going to be your battery or your bad cables, or something to do with the terminals. So just replace those whole things. Now, if you need to check your starter on these first edition CRVs, just pull the casing out here for your air filter. You have just two bolts that come off, and there's one down here. It's not a bolt, but it's like a little stud with a little rubber grommet, and you just back it off, and this whole thing pops right out. And of course, you just, you know, kind of gently push that back. You take this right out, and the starter is very easy to get to. Right there, you can probably see where my red positive comes in and attaches right there to the starter. It's very easy to get out, and you can, if you're worried about the starter, once you get this out, two bolts just pop out, and you have your nut for your positive line. Pull that off, and there's a little ground underneath. Pull that out, take the starter out, and go get it tested at one of AutoZone or wherever, O'Reilly's, Pep Boys, wherever, and they'll tell you if the starter's still good. I pulled mine out just to test it. Sure enough, it was fine. So my problem lied in the fact that something had corroded within the battery cables. Once I got those replaced, bam, started up just like that. So if you're having that problem, if you're having that machine gun sound, odds are it's going to be either your battery or your cables. It's just not getting enough power to the starter to kick it over. That's why it's just going da 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 da. So I hope that helps you solve your problems.